Okay, so imagine, right? Yeah. Like you could totally read your clients' minds when they're thinking about buying or selling their house. Like, wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
Well, AI is getting us kind of sort of close to that. Like, it's giving some real estate agents a huge advantage. And we're going to dive into all that today.
Sounds fascinating.
Yeah, we found this really cool article written by an agent who's actually using these AI tools. So we're going to like break it all down.
Cool.
Yeah. And I think it's so interesting because it just shows how AI is like going way beyond just, like crunching numbers and stuff. Like it's really starting to understand human behavior and decision making.
For sure. And, like in real estate, it's all about people.
Totally.
So that's what makes this so powerful.
Exactly. So this agent that wrote the article is like totally rating about this thing called PropStream AI. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I have. It's pretty incredible.
So it's like it says it can actually predict who's going to sell their house like in the next few months. That just sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Is it like reading minds or something?
It's not mind reading exactly, but, it gets pretty darn close. What it does is it uses predictive analytics. So it's taking all this data,
Okay.
tons of data points actually, from 118 million properties across the country, and it's looking for patterns in that data.
Wow.
So it's like it's thinking about like how long has someone owned the house? Have they done any renovations recently? Like even things like the local economy, like if there are changes in the local economy, all of that can play into it.
So it's like a detective, looking for all these little clues that we might not even notice as humans.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah, it's looking for all those little details and patterns that give it a sense of, okay, this person might be thinking about selling soon.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and get this, it even factors in stuff like school district ratings and crime statistics. So it's really trying to understand like the whole picture.
Wow.
What would motivate someone to sell?
That is some serious intel, right? Like if you're an agent that is like gold.
Oh yeah, definitely a huge advantage.
So, okay, let's say you've used PropStream, you've figured out, who these potential sellers are. Now you got to like make those properties really appealing to buyers, right?
Right.
So what's AI doing to help with that?
Well, that's where this other amazing tool comes in called architectural AI.
Yeah.
And this is like next level stuff. Basically, it lets agents show their clients the potential of a property in a really visual way.
Okay.
Like imagine you can show a buyer exactly what their kitchen would look like after a renovation,
Wow.
all in like photorealistic detail.
And I actually read in the article that this agent closed a deal because they showed a buyer a virtual renovation. Like the buyer was on the fence and then they saw that and they were like,
Yeah,
sold, sign me up.
it's incredible, right?
Seeing is believing, I guess.
Absolutely. And it's not just about pretty pictures. It's about tapping into that emotional side of buying a home, Like when you can really see yourself in the space,
Right.
that's when you get that connection.
Totally. Okay, but let's talk about the not so glamorous part of real estate. All those like initial inquiries and scheduling and stuff that can take up so much time.
Oh, tell me about it. Agents are busy.
Right.
So is AI stepping in to help with that too?
It is, there's this tool called Chat Deal, and it's basically an AI assistant that works 24/7,
I love it.
right?
No.
So they're going to answer common questions, qualify leads, even schedule appointments.
That is so helpful.
Right. And in the article, this agent said that their conversion rate like went up by 27% after they started using Chat Deal.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's huge. Okay, but now let's talk about the listing descriptions.
Okay.
Because I know that can take forever to write like really good ones.
Oh, it's an art form.
Right. So is there an AI tool for that too?
There is. It's called Listing Pro AI, and this is another one that just blows my mind. It doesn't just write property descriptions. It tailors the language to different buyer demographics.
Oh, wow.
So it's thinking about like, okay, who's the ideal buyer for this property and what are the features and benefits that are going to appeal to them the most? And then it uses language that's specifically designed to resonate with that audience.
That's so cool. Okay, so last but not least, there's this tool called Market Sense. And it's all about understanding the market. But it seems like it goes way beyond like the traditional kind of market analysis.
Right. Market Sense is really unique because it pulls in all this unconventional data stuff that no one else is really looking at, things like social media sentiment, what people are saying online about different neighborhoods, and even things like local development applications, so it can kind of see what's coming down the pipeline. And that gives agents a really powerful predictive edge when they're advising clients on pricing and just understanding those emerging trends.
So it's like having a crystal ball, but like a really data-driven crystal ball.
Exactly. It's all grounded in real tangible data.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
I mean, it really seems like these AI tools are like giving real estate agents superpowers.
I think that's a great way to put it. They're not replacing agents. They're augmenting their skills and, giving them this incredible edge.
So for our listener out there, I'm curious, how is AI impacting your work? What opportunities or challenges are you seeing? We would love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, definitely share your stories.
This is a conversation that's just getting started.
Absolutely.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks, everyone.